This is my review of Bosphorus Cruise by Sutliff Private Stock. It is a fantastic day. It's just a constant drizzle rain. That's what my wife called it, constant drizzle, but it's just raining constantly. But it feels fantastic. It's lower 70s and feels great. Let me start this video by saying that I have a tendency to make things that I really enjoy sound amazing. My wife is shaking her head in agreement. I have a bad tendency to hype things up. So keep that in mind as I talk about this blend, which I think is amazing. Now, the blend is made up of, I think I've smoked it out, of Oriental, Latakia or Latakia, choose your pronunciation, and Red Virginia. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm a fan of Red Virginia. It's my favorite leaf. So keep that in mind. This is the fall and dogs barking. Stella, shh. Shh. Thank you. We get a lot of new pipe smokers in the fall. So just a small crash course real quick, because I don't know why you'd be listening to me in the first place, but in the event that you decide you want to try this stuff, if you're not accustomed to Oriental leaf, just a fair warning. It's Oriental leaf is grown in eastern countries in a soil that tends to impart an oily flavor, an oily characteristic to the leaf. And GLP's one time wrote an article about it where he took American burley leaves and planted them in eastern soils where they grow Oriental leaf, and the burley leaves kind of took the characteristics of the Oriental leaf. So it really, a lot of it has to do with the soil. I think that's why, there's such a battle for cigars and things, Cubans versus Dominicans versus Ecuadorian, that sort of thing, is because the soils really tend to impart characteristics on the leaf. In this particular case, they're oily leaves, and they're smaller. They're way smaller than like your standard burley leaves. I know if you've seen videos of or pictures of burley leaves or Virginia leaves, they're much bigger, and they, that when they hang them up to the dry, they're really large leaves, and Oriental leaves are smaller than that. And Latakia is an Oriental leaf that is hung up in a smokehouse and smoked for a period of time, so it's more of a mesquite, smoky barbecue process, curing process, to create these Oriental leaves that kind of impart that type of flavor, kind of a mesquite, woodsy, smoky flavor. So you can see how that's used as a seasoning. Now, for the new pipe smoker, if you're not accustomed to Oriental leaves, to me, okay, and this is my spin on it, when you're first introduced to it, it's much like an old leather shoe from your grandpa's closet. I mean, it's got a very pungent, oily flavor that's it's kind of intolerable at the beginning, but much like coffee or beer or wine, when you drink a wine, at first that tannin flavor, that very dry, bitter flavor is, it's gross, and then as you start to drink more and more of it, you start to acquire a taste for it and develop a palate, and then the drier the better is the stage you get to. I feel like it's the same way, or beer. The first time you drink an IPA, it tastes like a glass of water with fresh cut grass in it, and then as you continue to drink it, you acquire a taste for it, and then that's all you want to drink is IPA. And it's the same with Oriental leaves. People who smoke English tobaccos at first, they're very strong and very bitter. I don't know if it's bitter is the word, but like you're smoking an old leather shoe. And then as you continue to smoke it, you acquire a taste for it, and then many pipe smokers kind of derail and go into have to have as much Latakia as possible, and you find them smoking Pirate Cake and Old Ironsides and things that are 60+% Latakia. Then they get burnt out on that, and eventually you just kind of appreciate it as a flavor, as a seasoning. So, with that said, there's your fair warning. When you smoke this tobacco for the first time, if you're not accustomed to Oriental leaf, you're going to have that characteristic in the smoke. Now, if you do have a refined palate, gentlemen, let me highly recommend to you Bosphorus Cruise. If you are a fan of McClellan 5100, of the Rat Raised Red Rappery, or the Howl of the Wind, then this is right up your alley. If you like a good, well-balanced English, this is a good, well-balanced English. At first, when I first started smoking it, and I guess it's because I'd been on those aromatics from Sutliff, I thought, I was talking to Long Lost 00 about it, and I told him I thought the makeup was probably 60% Red Virginia, 20/20 on the Oriental and the Latakia. I think I'm going to retract that statement and say that the Red Virginia is definitely the dominant flavor here, and the other two are used as a decent in a decent amount to flavor the smoke. But I would say that the Red Virginia is approaching more like 75%. I mean, you get that very earthy, mossy, smooth, rich Red Virginia flavor, and it's a good Red Virginia, man. Very good. So keep that in mind. And that's why a lot of people, people who like Red Virginia, a lot of them just smoke 5100 straight because it is very decent flavor, very smooth, balanced flavor. And so you have that as a very strong foundation, and then on top of that you have these tangy, I like the word vinegar to describe Oriental leaf, but a very tangy, vinegary taste, and then on top of that a very smoky mesquite flavor that are just kind of incorporated into the smoke. So you get this very tangy, smoky, mossy flavor. Very, very good for the fall season. Very good. So, I can sit here for another 20 minutes and tell you how fantastic this blend is, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say that if you like Englishes and you have a preference for Red Virginia, then I can't recommend Bosphorus Cruise enough. It is a fantastic creation by Sutliff Private Stock. So, I would put it up there with any Englishes, any English. Some of my absolute favorite ones. I would put it in the ranks with Black Point, which is fantastic English, by the way, with Westminster, with I don't know. Take your pick. What's your favorite? Squadron Leader, or any 965, whatever your favorite is. 965 is kind of a weird one, but whatever your favorite English is. My favorite English is, I would definitely put this amongst the ranks. It's fantastic execution on Sutliff's part. Great tobacco. Fantastic tobacco. If the prices stay low, an excellent bargain. So go out there, man. Make this fall a fantastic fall with Bosphorus Cruise. This is a winner. It really is a winner. So I'm going to finish this off and enjoy the raining morning. But man, what a great smoke. God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.